So multiple gunshots. What do you see when you come up on the scene? Do you see her?
Her laying on the ground, he laying on top of her. I think I got there about 3 seconds after the call come up. Got there for
And that was about, what, 9 something in the morning?
9:55 when I got the call. So I heard it on the radio, put it that way.
Guess you're going to remember that call.
Well, I've been a police officer since 1968.
Absolute shock. How I was told was that our middle school counselor, Angela Cordes, walked in right in this room about 10 o'clock yesterday, I would say. I don't know exactly what time it was, and said, I could tell something was wrong. I looked at her and she was just as white as a sheet, and I said, Angela, what's wrong? She said, oh, Mr. Crimmins, I've got some bad news. She said, I got a message or a call that Raymond has shot Diane and then shot himself. And it was horrific. It was, oh my gosh, because she had just been in this office a few minutes earlier. She went from this office to the post office to the bank. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
According to the witnesses, I guess she was in the bank and she was opening an account. And she came out of the bank to get in her car, I guess, and he pulled up with his pickup and blocked her from getting out, jumped out of the pickup, ran around and grabbed hold of her, tried to pull her into the pickup. Yeah, she fought back and he produced a handgun and he shot her about 3 times.
Where did he shoot himself?
He shot himself in the chest. He shot her in the chest too. And he just fell drop dead on top of her.
Wow.
So were they both dead at the scene when you arrived?
Yeah.
I thought I felt a pulse on him, but people said no, it was more just a heart flutter or something. So, yeah, they was
So she was just opening up her own account.
Yeah.
Do you think the bank thing was just kind of random? That was just where he happened to, snap or?
Boy, that's a good question. That's the hardest part on this. I mean, we got a murder-suicide, so we know we got open and closure, but you don't know why. That's the big question. Why? What happened to create this problem? She was very affable, very nice woman, very pleasant, very nice. Do just about anything for you. Yeah. Just a nice lady all the way around. And Ray was a real nice guy too. He really was.
Mm.
She was both of them were quite the fitness people, and into bodybuilding and all that. Diane was a very attractive lady, and active and involved in health and fitness and those things. She was very, I would say, somewhat reserved, well liked. The kids really liked her. She was a popular teacher. She was a good teacher at each level, at elementary, at middle school, at coaching. All that she did, she was successful with here.
She had talked to one of my officers about her concerns, basically, and we had talked to Ray one time, last week, whatever, so. And you could just tell when they talked that, boy, this is not going to be a good divorce. This is really going to.
We were aware that she had filed for divorce. We were aware that it would probably be difficult, or one of those ugly divorces could be.
I was told she had one. but they both lived outside of town. They didn't live in
They
town.
lived in the county.
Yeah, they lived out in the county. They had an Elgin address, but they lived in the county. Well, we never got a copy of it, which we should have. The courthouse here, when they give out a protective order, they only give them out one to the sheriff's office and one to Lawton PD.
I don't know that I was aware of the threats. I was just aware that she had filed for divorce and that this would get ugly, and we had heard the ambulances and the first responders a few moments earlier, and I said, well, we need to go down there. I said, I said, I'm going. Who all wants to go? And so our high school principal, Sherry Pillow, and elementary principal, Mr. Garden, was in here, and Angela. We all went out and got in the school Suburban. It was just 2 blocks. And when we crossed this highway, we could see all the emergency vehicles over there. And we stood there just in total disbelief that this could happen in our community to people that we know very well for years. I mean, their kids, their oldest son graduated here, played ball. Dustin, he's now a Lawton police officer. Their daughter, Morgan, will be a senior this year. She was at basketball camp at Weatherford.
But it's still hard, you know the people. Small community like this, everybody knows everybody.
You know, everybody in this community knew who they were.